Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is PMS, subject Social Studies, grade 7, lecture number 62. Chapter number 17, Leading the Freedom Movement. Book page number 79, 80, 81, 82. So open your book, page number 79. This chapter encapsulates the events leading to independence and the partition of the subcontinent. The role of the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah needs no reiteration. He was very definite in his opinions and symbolized the freedom movement of the Muslims. In recognition of Jinnah's brilliant and sincere leadership, that the Muslims of the subcontinent held him as Quaid-e-Azam, means the great leader. The Quaid-e-Azam was born into a prosperous merchant family in Karachi. He went to school in Karachi, and when he was 16, an English friend of the family advised that he be sent to London to learn more about the family business. But the young Jinnah was determined to be a lawyer, and in 1892 he started to study law in London. He became a barrister in 1895, one of the youngest ever to do so, and returned to India. But his father's business was in trouble, so Jinnah had to make his own way in life. He began a law practice in Bombay. By 1906, he had become very interested in politics and joined the Indian National Congress. Even though it was completely dominated by Hindus, here his brilliant mind was soon recognized, and in 1910 he was elected to the Indian Legislative Council, the nearest organization at the time to a parliament. Parliament is the lawmaking institute. So Indian Legislative Council means that it is like a parliament. In 1913 he joined the Muslim League, a group which had been started in 1906 to look after the interest of Muslims. as the Indian National Congress did for Hindus. Here again, his outstanding abilities were recognized and he was made president in 1916. But he still firmly dedicated to setting the differences between Hindus and Muslims. This seemed quite possible then as the Muslim League and the Congress had held joint conferences, and at one of these in Lucknow in 1916, the two sides signed an agreement that when independence did come, as everyone knew that sooner or later it would, Hindus and Muslims would have separate electoral lists. That is, Muslim would vote for Muslim candidates in any assembly. The British had already agreed to this 6 years earlier, but the Congress refused to recognize it until then. By 1920, Gandhi had come to power within the Congress and insisted that the Hindus, as the majority people, should lead and form the government. There were terrible communal riots, and even though Gandhi said that he deplored any violence, disappointed at the way the politics were going, Jinnah resigned from both the Congress and the Muslim League, though he still struggled to find a way to unite two sides. Chapter number 17, Leading the Freedom Movement. Book page number 79, 80, 81, 82. So open your book, page number 79. Lahore Resolution. He stated clearly for the first time that answer must be for two separate states, a Muslim state and a Hindu state. After a quarter of a century's struggle for some way of reconciling of the two peoples in a single government, he was a great disappointment, but he saw that there was no other way. The famous Lahore Resolution, pointing the way to an independent Pakistan, was passed on 23rd March 1940 in Lahore. This day is celebrated as a national holiday in Pakistan. By 1906, he had become very interested in politics and joined the Indian National Congress, even though it was completely dominated by Hindus. Here, his brilliant mind was soon recognized, and in 1910 he was elected to the Indian Legislative Council, the nearest organization at the time to a parliament. Parliament is the lawmaking institute. So, Indian Legislative Council means that it is like a parliament. In 1913, he joined the Muslim League, a group which had been started in 1906 to look after the interest cabinet mission plan. Another attempt was made in 1946 by the British government. The British government sent 3 cabinet ministers to India. This mission consisted of Sir Stewart Cripps, Mr. Patrick Lawrence, and Amy Alexander came with the cabinet mission plan. However, their proposals were both rejected by Mr. Jinnah and by the Congress leaders. Main features of the cabinet mission plan: the provinces would be divided into 3 groups. Group A, Hindu majority group, Madras, Bombay, Bihar, Orissa, UP, and CP. Group B, the Western Muslim majority group, Punjab, NWAP, Sindh, and Balochistan. Group C, the Eastern Muslim majority group, Bengal and Assam. Quaid-e-Azam rejected the plan when Mr. Nehru declared that the future government would not be bound by these terms. In early 1947, the UK government agreed to 2 separate states. A bill was passed on 4th June 1947 that India would be independent on 14th August 1947. The matters were to be settled in 6 weeks, which were not enough. Pakistan emerged on 14th August 1947 and Quaid-e-Azam was sworn in as the Governor General of Pakistan. He died on 11th September 1948. Homework: find out more about Quaid-e-Azam's early life. Make a collection of pictures from all newspapers and magazines.